What's up, VC? I am back finally to do another update. It's been way too long. I've just been vibing with some cats on the YouTube channel and showed them a big old stack of records that I got from this week, and told them I'd show them. So I'm keeping my promise, and they're helping me by getting me off my ass and making a video. So here I am. Just got a tremendous amount of records, unbelievable scores for really cheap. Really happy with them, and I just can't wait to show them. So let's get into it. First of all, we're going to listen to a little bit of Pink Floyd's masterpiece, The Wall. I picked the CD up at the thrift store for $1, and I have it on vinyl, but the CD was just sitting there, so I threw it on. You can't go wrong with a little Floyd. So, yeah, let's get into this monstrous update that is heavy on jazz, but it's got a little bit of everything for everybody. So, here we go. First record I picked up is a funk masterpiece. It is Tower of Powers, East Bay Grease, on the awesome San Francisco label. Look at that. That is cool. Yeah, this is their debut. Just an incredible funk album. If you haven't heard this, and you can find it it's actually pretty pricey for whatever reason. I believe it hasn't been repressed, and they didn't make that many. From what I've read, that wasn't a huge run, but seek that out, and if you like funk, you need to have that piece. Next up is a band called Slave with their release Stone Jam. Look at that back cover, that's awesome. They're like a funk band, a little bit of disco leanings, but it's awesome. They're really slept on, and I was just talking to John Coltrane 68 on the Facebook page a little earlier. He was talking about trying to grab. He told me to grab their second. I don't know if it's their second, but an album called Showtime of theirs, which he said's a little better. And I mean, when Brother Chris speaks, I listen. So thanks for the tip, and I will definitely be looking for that. And if you can find that record, Stone Jam, if you see it in the wild, pick it up. It's worth it. It's funky as hell. Funk is good for your soul. Next up, I picked up a copy of Rhinoceros' album. Self-titled, I believe. Yeah, on the Elektra label. It's original press. This has been on my list for a long time. I've seen a bunch of people show it, and I never think to look at my local store, and that's to my detriment, because they always have these records I'm looking for that I think they're just too random, or almost not enough people would want, but they had like 5 copies, so I got to choose the best one. And for $8, you're darn right I'm taking that home. Next one I got is a band that Zeke Geek, which is Zach, was telling me about, and they are called, sorry, let me fix this. There we go. They are called Ayers Rock. They're an Australian hard rock band from the 70s. And this is this is called Big Red Rock. This is a white label promo. And it's a die cut, which is really cool. I'll show you the record. Yeah, this is on A&M. Sorry about that. A little white label promo action. White label promos are good for the soul too. So yeah, I got that for like $6. Killer score. I've heard some cuts from it. I've actually never listened to the whole album. I prefer to, a lot of times on things I'm not familiar with, seek out the vinyl first. Just kind of listen to 1 or 2 cuts and experience the entire thing for the first time on vinyl. And this is one of those ones, so I'm really looking forward to digging into that. Next one I got, and this is, I'll definitely have to shout out Chris Cole on this one. John Coltrane 68, once again, he hit me to this. This is Henry Butler, 5 and Around. This is a gold stamp promo. This has Charlie Hayden, Billy Higgins, Freddie Hubbard, Azar Lawrence, Jeff Clayton, and Steve Kaluuya. It's just awesome. So later Impulse Pressing. I've heard some stuff of this as well. Right up my alley. Thank you, Chris. Keep the recommendations coming, man. You have not steered me wrong yet. This next one is Eddie Holman, I Love You, on ABC Records. This has the song Hey There, Lonely Girl. And I believe Eddie Holman would later join the Delphonics, or maybe this was pre, I think. This is from like 68. I've been looking for this forever. I love this song, Hey There, Lonely Girl. And this is just a fucking great soul album. If you see this, and you can get it cheap, what you consider cheap, whatever that is. I paid a little bit of money for this. Pick this up. This is amazing. Slept on. I don't think I've ever seen that shown, but not enough people know that. This next one is Eno, Brian Eno, Before and After Science. It's a reissue on the Editions EG label. And I found this for $1 at my local thrift. Just couldn't believe it, so that's awesome. Never thought I'd find some Eno at my local thrift, but then again, I found original pressing impulses there, so you never know. This one is going to be for my VC coffers, and this is Return to Forever, Where Have I Known You Before? This is an excellent album. Return to Forever are amazing. I saw them a couple years ago, and they're just Lenny White, Stanley Clarke, Al Di Meola, and Chick Corea, but I think, yeah, Frank Gambale was there instead of Di Meola, and they also had Jean-Luc Ponty. Amazing show, amazing band. For $1, yeah, I'll pick it up all day. This next one is called Main Event, and this is Herb Alpert and Hugh Masekela. This also has the great Manolo on percussion. This I also paid $1 for. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be good. This is on A&M. Really looking forward to digging on this too. Next one I scored was a band that I really have not a lot of interest in. I like a few of their songs, but I wouldn't really say I'm after any of their LPs or really anything by them. But a best of will suffice, just to throw on every once in a while for background music. This is the best of the Guess Who. Look at those goobers there. But, yeah, so, you know, not bad music. I'm not saying that at all. You know, if you like them, of course, that's your opinion, and they're just not for me. But a best of will suffice for, you know, my taste. Next one I picked up is Bobby McFerrin, and this is Spontaneous Inventions on the Blue Note label from the 80s. This features Herbie Hancock, Wayne Shorter on this piece. So yeah, this is going to be good, I think. This could be bad, but for $1, Bobby McFerrin's a vocalist. For $1, Blue Note thrift store, picking it up all day. Next, I scored. I've been looking for this for a long time, and to find it in good condition is almost impossible. I found this for $5. This is Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. And unfortunately, this doesn't have the 45. However, it does have the booklet, and the booklet is just in phenomenal shape considering. I mean, it is just in great shape. The lyrics in there. So yeah, I really didn't care if it doesn't have the 45. In my experience, it's easier to hunt down the 45 than it is to find a booklet in great condition, so I just said, you know what? I'll find the 45 at a record show or some shit somewhere. But yeah, this is just an amazing album. Stevie at his best. I love this period of Stevie. Can't go wrong with the price, and I'm just really happy to finally knock it off my want list. Another Stevie that I've been looking for that has evaded me forever for good condition. Stevie Wonder, Inventions. So happy to finally be done with this. Be done with the hunt anyway. This Higher Ground, this is a funky ass masterpiece. This is on, I believe, the Tamla label. Yeah. That is just, that's awesome. Super happy to find that. Found that for $6. Really can't beat that price. Next one is Chris Brzezinski just did a video on the Fire Sign Theater. And this is I Think We're All Bozos on This Bus. I believe this is one he told us to grab. And I just wanted to hear, from what he was describing, it sounded just, they sound kind of insane. And I just really was intrigued. So when I saw this for $1, mint copy on the Columbia label, I picked it up. So hopefully I got one of the right ones, Chris. Let me know. Moving on, the next one I picked up was Carlos Santana and Buddy Miles live. And I've never actually seen this stamp, but if anyone's seen this, let me know. It says for governmental sale only, but it's just a regular 70s press Columbia label, so I don't know. But Santana, Buddy Miles, not that period, can't go wrong. This next one is, I believe, Whitney Houston's first album. There she is. Rest in peace, Whitney. She had an unbelievably good voice. Just phenomenal range. Picked this up mainly for my girlfriend. I enjoy Whitney's music, but she's a huge fan. And I'd try to buy music that she'll enjoy too. Because she just really loves Whitney, and I like making her happy. Here's another Whitney album. And this one is signed. Now I compared this to other signatures. I only paid $5 for this. I compared this to other signatures online, and it looks to be authentic. Now, they're for sale anywhere from $800 to about $1,500. I'm not sure if they sold for that. I didn't really check that. She usually doesn't sign her last name, apparently, but she has before, and she always puts a smiley face. It really looks to be original, authentic. Like, it's a signature. Somebody signed it, and I think it's original. Like, I think Whitney, it's authentic. So I gave that to my girlfriend, and I'm going to frame it and give it to her. I'm not going to sell it. I think that's just so cool to find. I just couldn't believe it. This next one I picked up is a copy of a radio promo, a white label promo of Journey's first album. On the Columbia label, I believe. Yeah, it's a white label promo. And this thing was like $2. Dead mint. Now, I'm not really a fan of Journey and AOR in general, but I was watching a video from, I think, Vance Zep Pearl, and he was saying that this is like proggy and not really like their later stuff. And when I saw it for this price, you know what, I was like, for $250, I'll take a chance on it. You can't go wrong with that. Next one I picked up, and this has been such a want for me for so long. This is Coltrane, live at the Village Vanguard again. This is just Afro spiritual, avant-garde, a little bit of free jazz. This is just amazing. And you got the John's, I guess, last chord. I guess you could say like his last quartet. But this is my man Brother Pharaoh, John, Alice, McCoy, and Rashid Ali. Just awesome. $8. This is a reissue on MCA. Wish it was an original. Don't really care about originals vis-a-vis reissues. As long as it's in good condition and I can have it on vinyl, I don't really care. I'd love to have OGs of everything, but that's just kind of fiscally impossible. And I just, I want to listen to the record and I want to have it on vinyl, so I don't mind reissues. That's my stance on reissues. This next one is so awesome. This is John Coltrane featuring Sparrow Sanders, live in Seattle. This is a promo, gold stamped. And this gatefold is just killer. You've got John, Brother Pharaoh, and then you've got Jimmy Garrison, Elvin Jones, and Brother McCoy. And this is just an amazing, amazing record. Amazing record. Just really, really happy to find that. It's just another one I thought I wouldn't have for a long time. And you never know what pops up in your stores, so just keep your eyes open. This next one is definitely the odd record out. This is Jimmy Buffett, A1A. Not a Jimmy Buffett fan at all, but what a pirate looks like what a pirate looks at 40 or whatever the song is. Definitely. I just like the song. I heard it in a documentary, and I saw this for $1, and they go for like $5 online. So for $1 mint, just for that song, yeah, I'll pay $1 for that song. That's fine. This next one is another gold stamp MCA Impulse reissue. The John Coltrane Quartet Plays. And this is just incredible. More Train all the time. Train is one of my absolute favorite musicians, alongside Brother Pharaoh, Miles Davis. Just love John Coltrane. Just helped me through so much, and just makes you feel better. You know? Speaking of making you feel better, Sparrow Sanders Live. This is a reissue, originally released on 1981 on Teresa Records. This is featuring John Hicks on piano, Walter Booker on bass, and the great Idris Muhammad on drums. There's a picture of the band. You can see there's not too much glare. There's Brother Pharaoh. And just for $9.99, I did not even know this had been reissued and wasn't really familiar with the record, but any Sparrow Sanders I don't have, any Sparrow Sanders, I don't care what it is, I'll pick it up, because the man was literally excuse me, still alive, is a genius. This next one I picked up is, let's get rid of this ratty shrink, can't stand that, is Solo Monk, Thelonious Monk. This is a 70s reissue on Columbia. But 70s reissues on Columbia, they sound great. They're like a fraction of the price. I'm specifically talking about jazz. And they're analog sourcing. So, I mean, a lot of these people are trying to get these 2 eyes and 6 eyes, paying 5-6 times. And I would think about looking for the 70s reissues. And pretty much every record that was on Columbia was reissued in the 70s for jazz. A great majority of them. Even if it's not listed on Discogs, I've found ones many times. Next up, for $1, another one in mint condition. Almost done with my John McLaughlin collection. This is Love, Devotion, and Surrender with Carlos Santana and John McLaughlin. And this is just an awesome album. There's the inside and the back. And I saw this and I was like, gotta have it for $1. Great condition. Really, really a hole filler, but a great album, just one of the ones I happen to be missing. So I was really happy to get that. This next one is the godfather of soul. And a one funky MF, James Brown. This is Cold Sweat. This is a French reissue from the 80s. But it is just it's like it's never been played. It's phenomenal. I mean, hey, Cold Sweat Part 1 and 2. Hey, I'm telling you. James Brown is hard to find in good condition. People played the shit out of their James Brown records. So to find it at that price, paid $14 for it. It's like an early 80s reissue, French pressing on Polydor. Say no more. Took it home with me. This next one, my record store got in for Record Store Day, but it is not a record store release. This is Doug Karn, Adam's Apple, on the awesome Black Jazz label. And for $12, look at that. That's awesome. For $12, yeah, I'm picking that up. And if I find an original, yeah, I'll pick that up too. But for the time being, this one is been a grail for mine for a long time. This is Curtis Mayfield, Superfly. This is a stone cold mint OG. It's got the die cut, and you know OGs, they open up this way. So the record comes out here. Got the original sleeve. Killer, soulful, funky piece. This is a blaxploitation film from the 70s, Superfly, great movie. Ron O'Neal's in it. Ron O'Neal right there. And if you've ever seen that, the fence jump he does when he's running from those two dudes, when he like straight jumps like an 8-foot fence. Well, at least it seemed 8 foot when I was like 15, but absolutely incredible. And yeah, this has got like Pusher Man, Little Child Running Wild. This is just a 10. This is a phenomenal, funky, a soulful, funky piece from the man, Mr. Curtis Mayfield. So I've been looking for that. I've been after that for the longest time, and so happy to finally score it. The next one I got, we're near the end now, so I hope you've stuck with me. The next one I picked up is Old and New Dreams. Don Cherry, Dewey Redman, Charlie Hayden, and Ed Blackwell. This is the ECM. There was also a same lineup, same title, different date or different track listing, different songs, put out in black, saying this is the ECM Old and New Dreams. And this is just, what do you expect from these four cats? This is just phenomenal. And I got this from a seller online who I deal with a lot. Got it for real cheap. Really happy with it. Just a phenomenal piece. Really, really happy to add that to my collection. Next up is Quasar. Shout out to my man Fatback Funk. Dave, thanks for hitting me to this, man. I found a cheap copy. Here's the sleeve. This is on the Arista label. This is basically like, really basically like a Funkadelic album, P-Funk album. It's got like Bigfoot Bailey on it and shit. It's just awesome. Side 1 especially is really, really good. Yeah, so if you see this, well, it's kind of difficult to come by. I don't know why. I got this from the same seller that I deal with a lot on Discogs. Got it for like $7. VG Plus, awesome. Plays great. just phenomenal. And the last two are humongous grails of mine. One of the most important, in my opinion, spiritual jazz records ever made. Africa Brass, the John Coltrane Quartet. This is a reissue, early 70s reissue, or mid 70s reissue. Could not believe it was there. It's not even in the rare new arrivals. It was in the rare John Coltrane section, and along with the copy of Meditation, which I was going to pick up, but he wanted like $18 for it, and it was just wrecked. There's no way. And I think one more was there that I should have picked up that I didn't, but I've been after this for the longest time. This is an absolute masterpiece. This is a must-own. So, just absolutely phenomenal piece. And then, right behind it, is the Africa Brass Sessions Volume 2 on Impulse. Oh yeah. So I picked that up as well, because, like I said, Coltrane, later Coltrane is phenomenal. And just hits you right here, man. Hits you right here real hard. Right at the spirit, you know? Right at the heart. So those were my scores. That's damn near 30 records. I spent way too much money. I also have literally 4 grails. 4 huge grails coming in the mail that I spent quite a bit of change on, which I will do a separate video on, just those 4 records. They're on par with these records. If not, they're far more, well, 3 of them are far more rare than those records, but definitely musically all 4 of them are on par with them, and definitely in that vein. So I'm excited to show you guys that. I just wanted to give a quick shout out and thank you to all my subscribers. Thanks for sticking with me. I know I don't post nearly as often as I should, but I really appreciate, you guys sticking with me. And I love the VC. It's just a great place. And the videos have been phenomenal. Shout out to Fred, Big Star 1000, of course Derek, John Coltrane 68, Anthony Camplone, Shotgun Records Sean, Travis Vinyl on Video, Dixieland Farm Chris, Paniques, of course Van the Man, God, so many people, Jonas, Anders, just people with amazing collections, Scott Mays and Nick Testorio, I think I said. I hope I don't mispronounce your name. If I did, I'm sorry, bro. Just showing some killer shit. Lavelle, guys, you're showing awesome stuff. Keep it up, whether it be through videos or on the Facebook page, and I'm just going to vibe along for the ride. So until next time, peace.